Hello, everybody. It's me, Low Battery from Women Locked Up Before and After. I'm actually trying to do a reaction video to this, and basically, I'm just going to be pretty much just fix this a little bit. I'm just going to be reading this because all the videos that I keep finding are only like 50 something seconds up to maybe not even a whole minute long, and it runs into something that's totally different. Um, anyway, got some there. Okay, here we go. 7 inmates killed as prisoners fought over money and territory. Inmates armed and homemade knives fought each other for about 7 hours over territory and money, leaving 7 of them dead in the worst U.S. prisons riot in a quarter century, officials said Monday. An inmate who witnessed the violence told the Associated Press that bodies were literally stacked on top of each other. At least 17 prisoners were seriously injured at Lee Correctional Institution, South Carolina. Prisons Chief Brian Sterling said the first fight started in a dorm about 7:15 p.m. Sunday and appeared to be contained before suddenly starting in 2 other dorms. Cell phones helped it stir up the trouble as state officials urged the federal government to change a law and allow them to block the signals from prisoners' phones. There's a shot of the prison. This shows the Lee Correctional Institution April 16th, 2018, which was not 4 days ago. Multiple inmates were killed and others seriously injured. These folks are fighting over real money and real territory while they're incarcerated. Uh, that happens everywhere, but this is pretty bad. No prison guards were hurt. Um, Sterling said they followed protocol by backing out and asking for support. It took several hours to restore order, but once a special SWAT team entered, the inmates gave up peacefully, he said. The prisoner who saw the riot exchanged messages with AP on the condition of anatomy, and not if I'm saying that word right, because he is not allowed to have a cell phone and fears retribution from other inmates. He said he saw several attackers taunt a rival gang member who was badly injured. I just saw 3 dead on the sidewalk outside my unit. One guy is still alive and breathing, but just barely, the inmate said. There's another shot of the prison. The riot was the latest violence in the South Carolina prison systems where at least 13 other inmates have been killed by the fellow prisoners since the start of 2017. It was the most inmates slain in a single riot in the U.S. since 9 prisoners and a guard died in 1993 at the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility, said Steve Martin, a consultant who helps the federal government monitor prison systems. The inmate who spoke to AP said that many cell door locks were already broken before the riot, and that he and other prisoners roamed around freely at the prison in Bishopville, located 40 miles east of Columbia. Hours after the violence started, no correctional officers or medical personnel attended to the dead or dying, he said. Wow. The CO's correctional officers never even attempted to render aid, nor quell the disturbance, he said. They just sat on the control bubble, called the issue in, then sat on their collective asses. Stirring Sterling said the response teams entered as fast as they could. We gathered we gathered as many people as we could, as quickly as we could, and went in as soon as we thought it was safe for our staff, he said. The inmate told AP that he knew at least 2 of the slain men well. He said he saw an inmate trying to get up before he started into that death rattle people often hear about but never experience firsthand. Most of the slain inmates were stabbed with homemade knives or slashed, while the remainder appeared to have been beaten. Lee County Coroner Larry Logan said Sterling said an investigation would determine if any other type of weapon was used. The slain were serving anywhere from 10 years to life in prison, and their crimes ranged from murder to burglary to trafficking, crack cocaine. The youngest was 28 years old, while the oldest was 44. The injured inmates required medical attention outside the prison, which made it more difficult for authorities to restore order, Sterling said. The coroner said when he arrived it was a chaotic scene of fighting everywhere, Logan said. The state run Lee Correctional Institution, like most other South Carolina prisons, is struggling to find enough workers, but he doesn't believe anything can be done once things got that far out of control. If everybody has, if everybody has an uprising, you are always going to be understaffed, Logan said. A maximum security facility in Bishopville houses 1,500 inmates, and there were 44 guards there when the first fight started. It's incredibly bad day in South Carolina, said Senator Gerald Malloy, whose district includes Lee Correctional. We failed. That's it. 2 officers were stabbed at Lee Correctional in 2015. More recently, an inmate held a guard hostage for 90 minutes in March, and another killed a fellow prisoner in February. The deaths at Lee are the most in any South Carolina prison in recent years. 4 inmates were killed last year by a pair of prisoners at Kirkland Correctional Institution. Wow. Governor Henry McMaster commended Sterling's response and said he was outraged the state can't jam cell phone signals in prisons. There are prisons around the country, state prisons, federal prisons, all that would be safer with this jamming, he said. Sterling said officials plan to meet next month with the cell phone industry to talk about solutions, but until that's done, the folks that are incarcerated are going to continue their criminal ways from behind bars. Associated Press writers Jeffrey Collins and Christina Myers at Columbia contributed to this report. So you see there, I mean, that's pretty much it right there. I just wanted to read that. I don't know how much more time I have left. Let me check. I don't think that's going to tell me how much time I have left. Anyway, I just want to make this video and show y'all just how bad it can actually get. That's about, I'm not going to lie to y'all, that's about like where I was at. The things that went on here at this place, that's about what I mean, that looks a lot like the inside of the prison I was at, like that video I showed y'all. I see the timer now. I got 10 minutes, but it says 8. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. Oh, my arm, sorry. I've been laying on my arm. Just to show y'all how bad things can actually really get in prisons. And it's not always got to be that way, but that's the way things are. People fight over everything. I mean, I've seen women fight over remote control to TV, milk cartons for somebody wanted a carton of milk, or somebody stole somebody's carton of milk, whatever. It can literally turn into a beatdown so bad to where there's blood everywhere. And, it's just hard to explain, but I don't have much time left. And I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all so much for still watching my videos. I wanted to make this one real quick today, but I love